Hey guys, AirGun Scout here again. AirGun Scout here again. We're up here on the Kaibab Plateau trying to get us some blue grouse. Haven't seen any yet, but definitely have seen a lot of great scenery. Seen a whole bunch of deer, quite a few bucks. Only one good sized buck, a nice 3x3. We saw that yesterday, ran across the road on Highway 67 there, going to the Grand Canyon, the North Rim. We saw a couple of bucks this morning. Fork horn and a spike with a couple of does, a couple of young bucks, but we've seen so many deer it's not even funny. I just love this. I grew up hunting in this area, and we got to come up here to shoot some video for AirGun Web TV also. I got the Hatsan Galatian QE in wood with their beautiful Turkish walnut. This is just a great rifle. It comes with 2 magazines. You got one that stores right here in the bottom of the buttstock. They each hold 14 rounds in .22 caliber. You get both of the magazines in one fill on this air tube at 200 bar, and you're shooting about 36 foot-pounds of energy. So this thing is doing really good. I got it topped with a really nice Hawk Air Max 30 side focus scope on here. The 4-16, I love this scope. It's got that AMX reticle. It's really useful for small game hunting. If we don't get us any grouse, we're going to go ahead and we're going to squirrel season starts this Friday. Today's Wednesday, and we're definitely going to get us some Kaibab squirrels with this thing. Those things get to about 12 inches, not including the tail, when they're fully grown. So these are some really good sized squirrels up here. They're like a sub-genetic thing of the Abert squirrel, but they're blocked off up here on the plateau. So some really cool hunting up here. Great scenery. There's turkeys. We've seen coyotes. Hey, we may even get us a coyote while we're up here. So we're just going to keep on hunting and looking at these beautiful views behind me. We can see the east rim of the Grand Canyon over here, and it's just great weather, so we're just having a really good time.
Unfortunately, after 3 long days of hunting very hard, we didn't see any blue grouse. Actually, the whole trip we ended up not seeing any blue grouse. Come to find out, the 3 weeks prior of the season had been hunted really hard with dogs and shotguns, so the grouse were so scared there was no chance we were going to get anywhere near them to get a shot at them with an air gun. But that's not going to stop me from trying. I will get a blue grouse with an air gun. We did see some great scenery though, and we got to see beautiful bucks, beautiful does. We got to see buzzards and hawks and squirrels and other birds. It was just a really enjoyable time up there. No matter whether you get game or not, you enjoy yourself. I said before that I grew up hunting this area, and this is my favorite place on the earth, is the Kaibab Plateau. So every time I come up here and get to hunt, it's just like coming home. And even if I don't get anything, I'm very happy.
Okay, so it's opening day of squirrel season 2016 here in Arizona, up on the Kaibab Plateau on the north rim of the Grand Canyon, just above the north rim of the Grand Canyon. We're going to be hunting the Kaibab squirrel, which is a subspecies of the Abert squirrel that is in a lot of the other spots here in Arizona. And it's isolated by the Kaibab Plateau and the Grand Canyon, so they've evolved a little bit different than the regular Abert squirrel. They have a black belly, and they have a rust-colored stripe on their back, and really long tassels on their ears, and this really bright white tail. So we've scouted this area out. It's got quite a few squirrels in it. We talked to Game and Fish and the local game manager, and he suggested we come down to this area because it doesn't get a lot of hunting pressure, and there's a lot of squirrels down here. So we're going to go ahead and take the trusty Galatian here, and we're going to go ahead and get some good video of smacking some squirrels today.
Jumped over. Gosh, there's another one still up there.
Yep.
Following him. He's on that.
He's
jumped
just
the
at the
tree.
top of this tree. Oh, that's perfect shot. Oh. Still down. He's still down.
Come on.
Oh,
There we go. I'm hitting off to the right. That's what my problem's been.
nice hit.
All right.
That was a good one, yeah.
All right, so we got us a big old Kaibab squirrel, a big buck here for a boar. I'll have to look on that. I think they're called boars. But a nice big old Kaibab squirrel with the Hatsan Galatian 22 cal, using the Hawk Air Max 30 side focus. This thing just dropped him right out of the tree. It was just brutal how hard he hit the ground. So yeah, the Galatians are really doing a good job. Getting 2 full magazines out of it, and we're gonna keep on hunting. Hey everybody, AirGun Scout again. Today we're out here on the Kaibab Plateau and gonna do some squirrel hunting with the Galatian. And I loaded it up with some H&N Hornets because these things are just devastating on small game. And these Kaibab squirrels up here are pretty tough, so a good headshot with one of these H&N Hornets will definitely drop them. Some of the dome pellets will work okay also, but these H&N Hornets are work really well. Got them in a tin here. They come in 16 grain, 200 pellets per tin. They run around 20 bucks ish. Not too bad, and they're really good high quality pellets. They're a little bit harder material. The metal alloy in them is a little bit harder, so they tend to retain their mass a little bit better, and then that metal tip on it helps it mushroom. What I'm going to do right now is I got a target set out here 30 yards away, and I'm just going to verify my zero with these H&N Hornets. Since I'm switching from shooting with the JSB pellets to shooting with the Hornets, I'm going to go ahead and verify my zero, because you always want to do that to make sure that you're hitting your target and you're not just wounding game. There we go. Now we got her dialed in. So now we're ready to take this up with the H&N Hornets and pop a couple of squirrels.
Shot and he's down.
Yeah, these H&N Hornets are devastating on small game. And this Hatsan Galatian, pushing almost 40 foot-pounds, gets the job done. All right, well, we got us a little gray squirrel with the Galatian so far. Actually, we got an Abert squirrel with it yesterday morning, but I got this is the first squirrel we got with it today. So, I mean, today I'm shooting the H&N Hornets, and as you can see, it just pretty much lobotomized this little guy. The Hornets are just devastating, just totally devastating on small game. The Galatian, it definitely did its job. I just put the crosshair dead on his head, squeezed the trigger, and he just dropped. Really solid thwack. Hopefully you'll be able to hear it on the video. And then, you know, the thwack of hitting his head was louder than the gun shooting, I think. It's just a beautiful rifle. It fits perfectly with this Turkish walnut in the squirrel woods. We're going to go ahead and try again tomorrow and maybe get a couple more Kaibab squirrels and get some cool video of that. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with this Galatian right now and those H&N Hornet pellets. All right, so trying a new spot, and a little area called Paris Wampus, and gonna go see if we can find us a grouse or a couple of squirrels.
Hopefully we have some better luck today than we did at the other places.
Yep. Supposedly this hasn't been hit so hard, so hopefully we'll have some good luck. We got a beautiful, beautiful terrain. Definitely looks like some area where you're gonna see some grouse. So maybe we'll get lucky. We'll try here for a little bit. If we don't see anything, then we'll head up to another spot where I know we can find us some squirrels. So let's get to it.
There we go.
Wow. That is crazy.
All right, so we got another Kaibab squirrel with the Hatsan Galatian here, 22 cal, shooting those H&N Hornets. It took down the fox squirrel or gray squirrel down a lot quicker with that Hornet. The Hornets are doing good on these Kaibabs, but they're just tough critters. And I can tell that I got a body shot on them and I didn't pass through. So it did its job and expanded. It's just their hides are so thick that it took a lot of the energy out of it. But these things, if you don't get a good headshot on them, you're not going to drop them straight. Like you can see right here, he was up in the top of that tree and I put 2 of them through his ear. Just was aiming a little bit too high and I wasn't accounting for that extreme angle I was shooting up. But the Hatsan Galatian definitely knocked this sucker down and did some serious damage. There's obviously some broken bones and everything else from those H&N Hornets in this Hatsan Galatian. So I'm really happy with it, and we're going to try to get some more. Oh, they're over the hill. Okay, right there. Oh, one's going up a tree, one's off to the right on the ground. One's going up that tree, that skinny tree right there.
Yeah, I see him.
And then one was on the ground on the right. He's running over the bigger tree.
Yep.
One's still on the ground running to the right. I think the bigger one went up the tree.
Should be almost out. That was a hit. Right behind that.
There he goes.
Ooh. Yeah, he's twitching.
All right, so that's another Kaibab squirrel for the Galatian. And this one here, we were shooting up at about 35 yards, almost straight up. And you can see in the video that the tree was just swaying back and forth. And I didn't have the clearest shot in the world, but we've been chasing this sucker for a while. I took a shot through the tree limbs and the pine needles, and with that wind blowing up there and the top of the tree swaying, ended up getting a nice solid chest shot that went in one side, and actually I can feel the pellet right here on the opposite side of the chest. So it went in one side, expanded, dumped all the energy, and then just got stuck in the fur just on the other side. Those H&N Hornets are definitely doing their job, and so is the Galatian. The Air Max 30 side focus is great for just dialing in that parallax on those targets, helping you doing some range estimation, and then really clear glass and a thin reticle really help out. So great scope, great gun, great pellets. Can't ask for much more.